Hello, you might be wondering what all of this right here with me is, and it is the QuickSett Origin by Blackline. You might already see it on socials, and it is a gadget that will allow you to turn your front foot when you're on the snowboard and give you the skateboarding push feel when you're scooting around. So the box comes with different rings, so depending on your binding model, you're going to use one or the other, and you're going to insert it on your front binding disc placement and put this in the middle of it. And then once it's screwed in and in place, this is going to lock and unlock the position of the disc, allowing you to turn the binding facing forward or to the side to its natural or original setting. So throughout the day, you're going to have just a normal setup. You're not going to feel any difference with it, with your riding or your binding setting. But when you want to scoot just in one foot, you can unlock it, twist your front foot forward and just push as if you were going on a skateboard. Now, when it comes to new inventions and new gadgets like this, there's no right or wrong. And the best thing we can do to offer you an honest review is to take it to test. So let's see how it works.
All right, so you took the QuickSett to the slope, but first of all, let's go through the setup. How difficult or how easy was it to set it up?
It was quite tricky at the beginning, but I have to put a YouTube video to set it up. But after that, we understand and we set up quickly.
Right, so to be fair, the QuickSett guys have video instructions and a link, so you would recommend people that want to set it up to definitely watch that video, not try and play clever and figure it out by themselves. It's worth watching the video and the instructions to set it up.
Because on the rings, you have like different letters. So you have like the G for the goofies and the R for the regulars.
Right.
So if you don't know that, you are gonna set up wrong.
You took it to the slopes, you had a little ride. Did it feel any different on your bindings? Did it wiggle? Did it change the binding in any way?
No, it's gonna stay the same. You only need to like lock the system and then the binding stay set up like however you want.
It doesn't affect the riding, it doesn't affect the binding setup. And when you're on the flat section and you want to scoot,
you unlock the system and then you can like twist the binding.
All right.
Okay,
like so that's fairly easy to twist around. And when you're actually scooting around on a snowboard, I guess it's pretty weird because it's not what you were used to.
Yeah.
Does it feel, tell me how it feels.
It feels like a skateboarding when you are like going, but it's feeling like really weird because I'm not usually going on that direction, you know?
All right, so it is quite easy to turn around and set it up. And one of the things they say is that because you're scooting on like your natural way, it should relieve some of your pressure on your knees and that twisty feeling on your joints. Was that the case? How did that feel?
Which is released on your knee, but I feel it like really unstable, not like usually.
Maybe you don't have that much control because, of course, even if it's flat, you still drive your board on the edge to edge, so you kind of lose that stability or that control to be able to manage the board from the driving because you're just basically scooting. So perhaps it is good on if you have to go in a very, very flat section for a long while.
Yeah, that's nice. It's more like easy just to go like...
It's less exhausting maybe? Yeah. But you have run into a couple issues where like the bindings are not designed to move and they have grippy bases. So I guess it's quite hard to move it around. Despite of the simple idea and the simple mechanism, the grippy underfoot makes it quite tricky to move around.
Yeah, it's quite tricky because you have like this sticky base, so it's hard to move your foot.
Of course, because the bindings are designed to dampen and grip and give you that contact point with the board.
Yeah, we screwed it in like less tight than usually because if we screw like super hard, it's impossible to move your foot.
Right. So you tried to mount it on another binding first, but it didn't quite work out. Can you run me through it? And why didn't it work out on that binding?
Because you normally have like the base of the binding and then you have to screw it in on the disc.
Yeah.
But you have that disc, so is it not worth it with all the bindings, you know?
Yeah, of course. So you must have the room to be able to close it over the cable and to make sure this disc sits properly in its place.
Yeah.
So there you have it. This is a QuickSett Origin by Blackline. It might not be an invention for everyone. It might not be a system for everyone. But if you do struggle on those scooty times where you have to twist your knee too much and it doesn't feel right for you, maybe this is the right invention for you. And remember, if you're curious to know what other gear is coming up for next season, make sure to check our channel.